Welcome to another drawing tutorial with the Paintology drawing app on the Android phone. And if you're new to this channel, new to the stream, I'll show you a few things to get you started. But for those of you who are familiar with Paintology and the daily streams, you will know that I have done a number of drawings since September, well, practically daily. And so they're amounting to like over 100 now, I believe. And recently I've been focusing on the great masters paintings. So let me show you quickly. This last one was of what's his name? Degas, Edgar Degas. And this is the completed drawing. The star, that's his, so that's his, this is one of his paintings that I did using block coloring and transferred this painting into a drawing on my canvas. So this is not an image manipulation app, if that's what you're thinking. It's not a reference manipulation. This is an actual drawing app that's designed to improve your drawing skills. You just have to sit through a drawing tutorial and you'll see for yourself that I'm making the actual drawing and acquiring the skills to lay down the transitions in this drawing, including the effects like this lacy dress, the hardwood floor here, and the blending. You can see that. But it's all done with art techniques that most people overlook in pretty much in any kind of drawing medium, and it's the reason why many are not able to reproduce a good artist, because they're not able to fully appreciate or understand art techniques. But hopefully now that we have digital, we can learn a lot more art techniques and follow along to it much better than traditional, where it's a little more difficult, challenging. So let me show you another one. This one was not that one. Okay. This one was the famous Cafe Terrace. This was done by Paintology. As you can see, I tried to capture a lot of the essence, and then this footpath, supposed to be a footpath to that big door, blue door here, but I ended up making it into like a rose bed or something. Could be a cemetery, who knows, but I tried to capture the essence of what he was doing. So we're now going into the minds of the artist by making these paintings. And I did the Mona Lisa, which you'll probably also find here. Let me show you the Mona Lisa, which is one of my favorites here. This one you can see here, Mona Lisa. So this is not a transfer of a reference image to this, no matter how good it looks. It's been the acquisition of my skills in making this drawing canvas using the trace method to get the form, shape, and the colors. That's all it is. So if you're looking for a quick way to get painterly effects on a, then you're not really interested in learning to draw or paint. You should be looking at another apps. But this Paintology, unlike any other drawing apps, goes beyond just using digital tools and to teach you techniques. So this was done with one charcoal brush, like just one brush, that's it. Blending was done with one brush. So this is what I'm going to teach you. Now let's go back. There's a little bit of sound coming up. Let me just take it down a bit. Why these sounds are coming up. settings. Sorry about that. Let me. Okay, so I got the sound off from that phone. My other phone. I've taken the sound off. So, what do we have? So, a few resources. Quick view of the resources you need to bookmark here. Firstly, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'll show you this a little while. Let me show you the first page you want to bookmark is paintology.com. And then when you go to Paintology, go down to this pink button, daily step-by-step video tutorials. You'll come to this page, and here's all the information on the live streams. So as you can see, in 20th September, the subject is Forest by Paul Cézanne. He's one of my favorite landscape artists, and he's inspired many other great artists, including Monet and Picasso. And his painting is the reference image that we're going to try and draw, which is basically this one. Beautiful painting, landscape. It's a post-impressionistic painting. And then you can see the streams part 1 and part 2. So I just downloaded that image. And the streams 9 GMT part 1 is the produced channel, the channel we're currently on. And then followed by the next half of the drawing, which is done on the Paintology channel. Okay, and then you can see all the drawings I've done to date here. Yeah, see lots of drawings that I've done. This one on the phone. We have plenty of examples. It goes all the way back, a long list. So please bookmark this page. The other bookmark you want to do is the Quora. So paintology.quora.com, and this is my profile page. See here. This is my profile, Produce Garlic here. As you can see here, this is my credentials. And then the Paintology, as you can see, is here. So all these I've got hundreds of articles here related to not just drawing, but answering lots of people's questions. So I've answered over 1,400 questions. So this is, you can have a lot of reading. I've got 800 posts to date, 2,300 people following, and so as you can see, so please bookmark this page and follow me. It'll be a big support for me. And now let's head back. So those are the only two resources I want to show you right currently. But now I'm going to do the drawing. But before you open the app, if you're new to the app, please do not dive into Draw. Do open up blank canvas, compare this painting app to the other drawing apps. Big mistake. And then because you're going to say, I don't have this tool, I don't have that tool, you're just going to spend unnecessarily and then brushing off this app and then just moving on to doing whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, this has this tutorial section and this paint by numbers. You should check all these tutorials out. I'll show you this one, for example, 9120. Open it up, and then here you are. You can pick these colors, get the line brush, pick the colors, and then draw. Change the width, size, yeah, and then away you go. Color. This improves your drawing skills. And there's so many tutorials, 800 tutorials for you to practice with. So do that, because it's all designed to improve your skills. If you don't have the basic skills, I'm sorry, you can't go to leaps and bounds and do a Mona Lisa like I've done. You know, you can't do that. You'll have to have some basic practice and knowledge of how to paint and draw. And also then you can launch yourself into the drawing techniques that I'm going to show you. And the drawing we're going to do of Suzanne is you can do that as well. We'll go into draw, go to trace, and then open up that image there in trace mode. Can you see it? So it gives us a reference image to work from. And I'll show you how powerful this method of drawing is. And you don't really need to be an experienced artist or draw or have exceptional skills to make drawings like this. You can draw like this, just like I showed you in Paint by Numbers, right? For example, if this is the region, let's say this was the region for a Paint by Numbers, right? And then this was another region, right? And then this was another region, right? All these regions are. Then you could just go and paint, right? You can have a number of the blue, but instead of doing that, we use something even more powerful, the block coloring. So I use the color picker. Because we're at the top half, then I can pick this color and simply, see, laid these colors down. So we don't need to have pre-assigned zones for coloring. This block coloring is super easy, super fun. And that's how we do it, okay? Here, can you see it? Now I can go here and then pick all the colors, okay? So now we have to decide how we're going to tackle this. So look at the image very carefully. He's using the brush quite effectively to lay down these tones, right? Look, he's using it very well. So we may do that. We may do that. Like, for example, we may go here and say, is that brush size about right? Yeah, it could be. And then we could work out that. So I have an idea of how to tackle this. And this is entirely based on my experience of having acquired some of these techniques that you can enjoy and benefit, okay? So first of all, I'm going to lay down, it's very much like you must have seen acrylic painters, oil artists. They first lay down the foundation of the colors, basic colors, and then they continue to develop it and grow it and add and gradually get tiny brushes to get the details. So we're going to adopt that method and we're going to use the line brush for now, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is lay down the broad set of colors. I can see there's these larger, so I'm going to lay down what I call the bigger colors, right? So the bigger colors would be this blue, but look at the size of the brush, it's too small. So I'm going to take it up and see if I've got a decent sized brush. That's about right, I think. And then this brown, yeah, that's about right too. I think we're good on that. So I'm going to lay down these first initial colors, okay? And then I'm doing it very broad. I'm not worried about the smaller. Okay. So it's quite a big brush. It's more better than doing the traditional way, and the reason why it's better than traditional way is that they haven't got the ability to do all that in one swoop. They have a paint on the corner. They're like an acrylic paint pot, and they have to mix all these colors, right? Whereas we can do this really quickly with different colors with that big. Lay down the basic tonal colors first, okay? That's what we're doing. And with the bigger brush. So we have that ability which the traditional artist does not. They'll have to mix the colors We don't have to mix the colors. We don't have to worry about colors at all. We can get these colors from the reference image. Remember, you might think, well, you're copying, right? And you're like, just keep in mind that if you want to see my freehand drawing, and you don't believe I can do that, just go ahead and check out my videos. You'll see I've made many photorealistic drawings with freehand. So before you dismiss it altogether, okay? So this is designed. I'm not here to show off my skills. I'm here to show you techniques, art techniques that will develop your skills so much faster than you've ever thought, contemplated. Trust me. Because you've now got a reference image. A reference image that, so I'm following the strokes. So what you have is a reference image that allows you to get close to the reality as possible, and then allow you to continue to expand your art skills. And then these art skills will multiply quickly. Your understanding of tones, because practically all the art we do tends to be something that related to reality, isn't it? I mean, how many people do, unless you're doing abstract art, you don't need reference, but still, you need the basic skills. Without the basic skills, you won't be able to do it, okay? And these basic skills of art are learned more rapidly using this method of painting. So I'm here to show you how to develop these basic fundamental skills. Okay, that's all I'm here. I'm not here to showcase you might like the way I paint, that's fine. But it's really designed for people who want to learn to draw, paint. Okay, so all I'm doing is taking these colors as much as possible and laying down the first foundational colors. Look at that, it's lovely yellow. Green, and there's another sap of color there. I believe Cézanne actually spent much of his time outdoors painting these landscapes. Yes. Okay, just lay down the colors and you'll see that you'll get a lot of colors, you see? The very strong, vibrant colors. See here, but then it'll all come together. So this is, I'm gonna try and avoid trying to do complex drawing skills and introduce less of that so you can learn to simply do this. No drawing experience required. And you can do it for any kind of painting. I see different colors we picked up. There. So that's all we're doing is picking these colors, the main colors. We're not even worried about the details yet. We'll get to that later. Just want to show you that digital painting and drawing is no different to traditional. If you apply the art techniques, you can carry on painting and drawing like you did in the traditional. In fact, it's more powerful in my opinion. Pretty much gone through all of them. So just go through all of them. And then I think the first part, we'll try and get most of these colors. And then second stage, we'll start fleshing it out with the details, right? I'm going to go through it very quickly. We may finish a little early in the first part, which is what we want. Do things quickly if we can, right? Okay, I love that. See all the color palette, how many colors we picked, so many, isn't it? Well, let's pick that, and let's pick, just go through areas that you haven't touched or missed, you know, like the white areas you can see here. I think we did a good job here, isn't it? So this is what we've got, and then this is where we want to get to. So see, we laid down some of the foundational colors, and so I think this would be good time to stop. We're going to stop a little bit earlier, quite a bit earlier actually, like half an hour. So giving you time to go through it again, and then I'm going to resume at 10 GMT, half an hour from now, and do the second part. So I'll see you at the part 2 to finish this drawing, to look closer to that, using pretty much the same method, and I may introduce you to the, and I probably will introduce you to this density feature, which allows you much control over the art techniques. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the part 2. Thank you for watching. See you shortly. Bye.